Hi
Okay.
everyone, welcome back to the Heroes webinar. Today is Sunday, the 6th of July. All right, I'm not sure if this one was caught in the recording, but no problem. Starting over. So welcome back, guys. Today is Sunday, the 6th of July, 2025. And this is the Heroes webinar. My name is Comfort Convo. And of course, we're a great team, a great family here to discuss something very interesting. And I would like you to think with me, guys. Can you just imagine every visionary faces resistance? That's what we have known. But not every visionary turns that resistance into a revolution. So tonight, my team and myself, we dive into the journey of Ash Mufareh. And this is a man who set out in 2018 with a bold vision to create a business that serves humanity, not just the bottom line. So along the way, he has faced setbacks, delays, and what many called mistakes. However, he owned them, right? But what sets Ash apart is not perfection, it's persistence. So where others might have folded, he chose to refocus. Where others might have walked away, Ash actually chose to double down on his mission. And that's what tonight is all about, turning mistakes into momentum, right? So this is not just about business, it's not just about a business story, it's about a human story, one of courage, course correction, and relentless faith in the end goal. Right. So if you've ever wondered whether your missteps have disqualified you, then let this conversation prove they might just be the foundation of your next breakthrough. So let's talk about how mistakes can become momentum and why Ash Mufareh's journey is living proof of this truth. And of course, I have the honor to call on my dear sister, Gina Lever, to start this conversation. Welcome, sis.
Thank you so much, Comfort. It's awesome to be here with everybody. Happy Sunday. I Because we haven't truly heard the journey that Ash Mufareh has been slogging through for the last years, right? I'm going to turn this or start this off anyway from just a personal, just human perspective, because mistakes happen. We are all human, as Comfort said. We take a wrong turn, we forget something important, we spend too much time in negative thought, and life happens. Things happen in our lives, and we can either let these mistakes, things that go wrong, stop us in our tracks, depress us, dampen our spirits, shut off our motor, and oftentimes ruin our self-esteem or ruin our sense of understanding how life is, right? When things really start to hit the fan. Um, so we can let that slow us down and hold us down, or we can let those mistakes strengthen our resolve to be better, to do better. And we can let those missteps spur us on, moving into better action. We can take little baby steps, if that's what it takes. If we really got knocked down a peg, as we know Ash did, emotionally and, you know, financially and just in every way, mentally, in every way, shape, or form, he was knocked down, and he chose to keep moving forward. So we can let those things that go wrong keep us from our dreams, or we can pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and mend whatever's broken if we can. We can learn whatever we can from what happened. And it's not always our own personal mistakes, but things that go wrong, I would say. And we can choose to take that step forward. And that's the thing. It's like we have a choice now, and in anytime something goes a little wonky in our lives, we have a choice to either stew in it and lose ourselves and let it slow us and hold our energy down, which we know doesn't solve anything. Or we can say, you know what? This happened. It is what it is. I'm going to choose to keep moving forward. I'm going to pick myself up. I'm going to shake off the doldrums. I'm going to just take that step. And it's the only way that we can get where we're going is if we never ever give up. What I think, I forget what the quote is, something like fail fail 7 times, get up eight, or fall 7 times, get up eight, or so. It's something like that, where it doesn't matter how many times you make a mistake or fail or make a wrong turn, as long as you pick yourself up and you choose, sorry for the background noise, and you choose to keep going forward with a positive attitude. You don't let it change you. And Ash is a perfect example of this. He didn't let it change him. His loving heart, his innocence. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of times I can look back on my own life where I feel as if my innocence was stripped away. Things happened that shocked me to my core. And I did let it slow me down and put me in a dark place. But and the only way I got out is when I made the choice to pull myself up, and I put the power back in my own hands and was able to move forward. So Ash is just walking as this perfect example for us, as someone who, we don't even know yet what the man's been through, but we see the example he's setting, ever positive, ever um, respectful and loving. And if we can follow that example, I think we're just going to get there. We're going to get there, and we're going to get there together by with forgiveness, with respect, with love, because that's the core of what this company is about. So that's what I just wanted to start with, Comfort. And I hope that was enough on point and not too general. But thank
Indeed.
you so much.
Thank you, Jean. That was a wonderful start indeed, because I really do agree with you, because we all do fail. But then what you choose to do with the missteps is what maybe defines you and your future. So I think Ash is just on point, and a lot of us are learning from him because he's doing just the right thing. Thank you. So let's hear from another sister, Marie Pendy, before we go over to the men. Guys, you can wait.
Oh, thank you. Good afternoon and welcome, everyone. I'm very excited to be here. Oh, this topic is very interesting because it applies to everyone, applies to everyone in your life. You have to make mistakes. I mean, nobody's perfect. Like I said one time, my weakness is somebody else's strength, and somebody else's strength is somebody else's weakness. So we do need each other in order to grow. Mistakes will happen because we are not perfect. And I believe the supreme that makes us all to what we are and where we are did that on purpose. Your strength is my weakness, my strength is his weakness. And we move on and try to lift each other for growth. Mistakes will happen so you can grow in any level, from childhood to where we are. We've made mistakes. The point is, when mistakes happen, you have to have that mindset to decide, how do you want to handle this mistake? Do you want to fall and not get up? As Jean said, don't dust yourself and think that this is the end of the world. Oh, no. Or do you want to get up, dust yourself, figure out how to learn from that mistake to grow from the lesson? So when mistakes happen in a company, for example, in a minute way in the house, we figure it out. But when you have a large company, you have to do something like a root cause analysis. You analyze what the problem is, what happened, why it happened, how it happened, and what should we do about it? When you have the mindset of growth, you're thinking about progress. So we analyze what happened, analyze everything. Why did it happen? We analyze the why of that mistake. And then how did it happen? We analyze the how it did happen. And now that we have all this, you remember when Ash came and told us that our OES, our OES and the O Connect It's like they threw one piece here and threw one piece there, and one piece was over here. They all were dismantled. He had to figure out how to put the pieces together. And after a while, we had our OES, we had back office after a while when we didn't have it. So that is putting pieces and pieces together to try to solve the puzzle. At least he had it together. So you do a root cause analysis and use this why, how, when, and what we should do about it to figure out how to solve the problem. But your mindset should be progress. Let's get to the next level. Let's stabilize. As we continue to learn, you make the wrongs right. You reflect on what is going on, analyze each step of what happened, because there are little pieces of steps for each of the parts.